I was in Guadalajara for a short time, but Guadalajara is the second biggest city in Mexico, and so they have a lot of cool places to visit. The cathedral is just massive and absolutely gorgeous, and also like they have a really nice canyon that you could hike down, and that was near one of my areas. And so I would suggest, if you can, going during the summer though, during rain season, because it's a lot prettier, really green. Also, my favorite part of Guadalajara has to be, it's called San Juan de Dios, and it's one of like the biggest flea markets in the world. I think it's the biggest in Mexico. I don't know how big it is like compared to other ones in the world, but you could get just about anything there. There's a lot of pirated things, but there's also a lot of really cool things. You get seriously anything: candy, wrestling masks, soccer jerseys, blankets, cowboy boots, just about anything. It was really nice, really fun. I actually had the opportunity to go back and visit my mission with my dad, and we got to go there, and we bought quite a few things. And then well, I was in the four biggest cities in my mission, so I was able to know quite a bit. In Morelia, it's the capital of a state called Michoacan. Downtown Morelia is just like really super pretty, just like an old-fashioned buildings everywhere. Just like this kind of like old-fashioned pink colored stone, and so it was really nice. Their cathedral also is just massive. Besides that, oh, I know that outside of Morelia, there's a really nice lake called Pátzcuaro. Well, it's a city called Pátzcuaro. I think the lake is called, I don't remember what it's called, Janitzio or something like that. And there, actually, a lot of Americans go to live there apparently, because it's just super pretty. It's in the mountains. It gets cold at night, actually, apparently, like super cold, but it's a super pretty lake. And they have a lot of other kind of cool things that they're famous for. But I don't remember what. And then also outside of Morelia, there's a place called Quiroga. I've never been there, but I know that they sell a lot of like really cool art like things, art items that you could get. Outside of another city I was in called Uruapan, there's a little town called Paracho. And if you look it up, that place is like world famous for guitars. That's like their craftsmanship. That's what they do. They make guitars, and they have some really cool guitars there. They have a guitar festival too there. I'm not sure when it is though. It's really neat. Inside of the little town of Uruapan, they have a national park. Absolutely gorgeous. It's probably the smallest national park you'll ever go to, but it's the best way I could describe it. It's like a Mayan paradise. It's just gorgeous, like waterfalls everywhere, super tropical, but it's like really cool in there too. Natural springs. You could drink the water, but careful, because they say if you drink the water, you'll return for a girl from there. So, and I knew a few brother in the city that had done that in their missions, so I wouldn't recommend drinking the water. I didn't. I was sick that day. I didn't want to take the risk. Outside of Uruapan, there's a town called San Juan Nuevo, and I think just next to that, I think it's called San Juan Nuevo. Nuevo meaning new, because the town before that, San Juan, was like destroyed by a volcano. I'm not sure the name of the volcano, but I think the name is short for Barangay Cutirimicuaro. And the only thing that still stands is the Catholic Church there. And I've never been, but I've seen pictures, and it's really neat looking. Just like the whole town was just demolished by this volcano, except for there's just this Catholic Church is still standing. And then in Zamora, the other city I was in, it's most of the strawberries that we eat here in the United States, I think, come from there, because that's like what they do. They grow strawberries. They have a giant strawberry on the outside of the city, and their cathedral is it's one of the neatest, coolest like cathedrals you'll see in Mexico. I think it's also one of the oldest ones. It's just massive. If you could look it up online, it's awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool places to visit. There aren't many pyramids like people would hope for, like Mayan pyramids. I know that of one set of pyramids. I never went because everybody told me it's not worth going to. It's just kind of like really small, but they look cool in the pictures. So yeah, there's a lot of places to visit, a lot of cool ancient places, a lot of cool shops you could go to, just really pretty sights to see and stuff. So yeah.